Whispers float in empty halls. Footsteps echo down the walls. Shadows break where secrets lie. Every echo holds a hidden sign. Blow the trace along the crime, a hush that haunts the night, a fear that lives in light. Unravel lines of twisted lies. In the dark, the story waits unseen.
And here we go.
I need to replay this because no one's here.
Whispers float in empty halls. Footsteps echo down the walls. Shadows break where secrets lie. Every echo holds a hidden sign. Blow the trace along the crime, a hush that haunts the night, a fear that lives in light. Unravel lines of twisted lies. In the dark, the story waits unseen.
And here we go.
Trying to figure out how to get back on here. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. Always, this is this one. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. That's supposed to, I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm doing here. I can never figure out this thing. It's so much different. Okay, 1 second.
Whispers float in empty.
Okay, there I am. Can you guys hear me now? I figured it out. I was turned off in the background. So. Hold on. Can you guys hear me now? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is so much different. So I started using Restream instead of StreamYards because it's cheaper for me per month. And like I haven't done many lives with it, so I still haven't got the hang of it. So there's that. There you are, Trista. Okay, I'm glad I figured out because I was like, what the heck? These scenes, I can't get on here. All right. And I lost like 10 people trying to get on here. So I thought I'd coming out with you guys for a little bit. I'm supposed to have a reading later. I am so tired. Like, I don't even know. I felt energized this morning because I couldn't go to sleep. But as time has gone on, I'm just like, man, I'm exhausted. This case has really got me going for days. My captions are gone now. There we go. All right. So I don't know if Tracy's gonna pop in. She has it's her wedding anniversary today. So happy 30 something years. And happy New Year's Eve to everybody. I don't even know. I was gonna go to my mom's, but I don't even know. So I'm gonna give people a chance to get here. Hey, Britty. If anybody comes, I don't know. I asked if you wanted me to do a live and chit chat about this because me and Tracy have kind of been going over it too. Because I'll get into it in a minute. This is in doing that video last night was not something that I was gonna do either. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty freaking tired all of a sudden. I didn't sleep good this morning, and I think the most sleep I got was I fell asleep on the couch while I was waiting for this to upload. So I know, I might have to. I'm so far behind on everything, doing all these cases. So hey, I want to remind everybody that the raffle tonight is the last night to get your tickets. It's 1 for 10 or 2 for 17. You can win a free 20-minute reading, and there's some other things. I still have the snapshots, and I can do questions tonight, or you can do email question if you want to. Gotta try to catch up from all the work I've been doing on cases. So anyway, that you guys do those things and support me, it's to help support the work. But yeah, so if anybody wants that, and my 20-minute readings are only on sale till midnight tonight. They're like $20 off. So if anybody's interested in that, Wednesday and Fridays you can book on the website. I wanted to remind you guys that stuff is ending tonight. I've kept it up for a couple weeks, so. And we extended the raffle. So. Just letting people kind of get here, so So guess what happened? And it's not anything to be proud of, honestly. So I had a dream, because I hadn't talked to my son in a while, since Thanksgiving. I've talked to him since, but I didn't talk to him for a month. And I had a dream that he was in a fender bender, and I told him, I said, Elijah, did you get in a fender bender? Is this why you're not wanting to talk to me? What's going on? I had a dream that he was in the shop, and I went to the shop and I saw him, and the rear end of his car was kind of messed up. He just started driving, and he just got a vehicle and everything. I taught him when he was out here. And so he didn't reply or whatever. I must have sent, I don't know, 50 million messages to him to try to get him to reply. He's horrible at replying to me lately. So anyways, finally, he gets in contact with me. He's probably going to get mad I'm even saying this. But we've all been kids, and we've all made mistakes and done things. He said it was unavoidable. So he messages me, and he's or he calls me, actually. He called me. He's got a new girlfriend. He was at her house. And he's like, Mom, he's like, you know that I got in a fender bender and I rear-ended someone. And I was like, I told you, Elijah. And he said, well, it just happened a week ago. He told me this 2 weeks before it happened. I was like, well, that should have been a warning, dude. And he was like, well, it was unavoidable. And I was like, well, I'm glad you're okay. At least it was just, something small. It wasn't anything major, but that was kind of crazy because I've never had anything like that happen to me before, as far as my kid is concerned. And But lately I've told him things that have happened. So I told him now, no babies. I've had a few dreams about that. So Happy New Year. So I had already thought that it had happened, but he was like, nope, it had not happened yet, Mom. It's like, well, it was probably your warning. So, and then I was, yeah, they happened. So he was like, I guess he said that he looked over his girlfriend for like a second, and I don't know. He said it was unavoidable. So it happened, you know. Hey. I don't know if this was a good idea or not. I'm so tired. So yeah. He was like, now he's gotten to the point where he's like bragging that I'm psychic. And it's hilarious because he used to be so skeptical, but it kind of made him not be skeptical anymore. Yeah. So I don't know anything about a missing one. Is that what's happening? They said that there was one by her or with her, or there was a firearm that was mentioned. So I I don't know. Um the reason why I wanted to do this is I was kind of mulling things over with Tracy, and we were kind of talking because I was like, well, it could be the cards are picking up like energetically someone was indirectly involved, like, but what's getting me is, and what's getting her is, why that property? And I keep going back to my cards, and I'm like, okay, so the cards did flag a property. They did flag like a house, a property, which I was thinking like she had been on a property before that. Because the visions in this were very confusing. I know that I saw her walk up to a door. That could have been at any point, right? Past, present, future. It could be, I don't know. But I keep getting flagged of a like of a mature male. Like, it's in the astrology, it's in the, if we're reading it right, I mean, it makes me wonder if there wasn't something going on with a mature male, and it has something to do with this property, because I keep thinking, why to that, like, she could have went anywhere else. Did she go to confront him? Was she over emotional? The thing that doesn't get me is waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go do it. Like, you could do it literally anywhere. You could get in your car and drive anywhere and do it, and why wouldn't you want to be found? Like, these are things that are, going on in my mind. And then I can't see it. Like, sometimes I just can't see things clearly. Other cases I can see perfectly clearly. This one, there's a lot of Neptune in it. I'm not able to see it. And sometimes I notice if there's somebody else involved, it's harder to see sometimes because their actions, kind of blur things a little bit. But I always say Neptune is my kryptonite. It's active in my chart right now in a weird spot, and it's active in this case. So, what I don't get is, if they searched that area with dogs, how did they miss her? And the reason I said circle back is because it felt like it was being watched, and then, I don't know, like I said, the cards last night, right? I said, tell me the truth. And I pulled a no foul play. And then right after, I was like, okay, well, now I'm confused. But then I was like, I'm going to keep going. The very next card was a foul play card. The fact that they were together in the deck and I pulled it like that is very weird. And then I pulled the circle back, and then I said, was she moved? And then bam, the move card was what I pulled. So you have to think that that's like weird, right? And the fact that there was no indication of any of this in the beginning. Now, could I be misreading the energy around it? Could it be things that were going on around her? Possible. I mean, we pulled the affair card. I kept pulling the dating card. So I keep wondering, her and her boyfriend broke up, but what if there was somebody else? Because apparently that was a little bit ago, right? What if there was somebody else that she had gotten into like a relationship with that we don't know about, like an older male? because there's seems to be older male energy around this. That's what the cards keep flagging. So who's the older male? Now, as far as the mom's concerned, was she is it just because she was like around the situation? Like, interestingly enough, she's a clinical psychologist, but they're religious. So was this something like she's depressed and she's having a hard time, and so they're kind of pushing, well, maybe you like have a demon or something? Like, that kind of crossed my mind. um you know what I mean? Like, it seems like they're pretty religious, and honestly, from what we found out where she was found, the landscaping company is a couple houses down, which is what I kind of kept saying with the neighbor. Now, could the neighbor card have been, at a neighbor's house, in that property? Yes, it could have meant that, but the way that it came in, could she have been going to see somebody around that property? I find it odd. I mean, people don't get found all the time. I get that. I've seen that. But if they walked that area with dogs and it was fresh, you would think. There's not like there was like snow or anything. Like in the one case where she was by her car. Psychics, other ones say they murder. Tricked on social media thinking she was meeting someone she knew. I mean, that would align with the cards, but I don't know about being tricked online, because I mean, maybe, but the thing is she left her phone. That's what's throwing me. I don't know a 19-year-old that leaves their phone dead, that somebody that usually talks to their friend all the time that takes it with them. And you guys know me, like, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist. If someone walks off, I see it. I say it. I have a lot of walk-off cases recently. It's not something that, like, the fact that I'm flagging it, the cards are flagging it, the astrology's flagging it, in my opinion, the way that we're reading the astrology. Oh, it is. That's the ball behind it. Huh, interesting. Good catch. Trista, maybe I'll move this one to the front. Maybe that's my... Good catch, Trista. I'll move it up here. So, there's interesting that the ball is going off, because she's been very active about stuff. Yes, her mom is, and that's what was weird. I didn't know that. And then Tracy was like, "Oh, she's a clinical psychologist," and I'm like, "Oh, I got caregiver card. That's weird." I got a new REM pod guy because look at Sparkles. He died. My dog's, I don't know, the piece inside of him went missing, so he doesn't work anymore. I did feel drugged. I did feel that. And plus, you think about it, like, how many young girls do you know unalive themselves with a firearm? Usually they do it a lot easier. Someone else said there was another girl that was found with like a machete or something, and they said that she did it to herself. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I don't know a lot of details, guys, because I don't go and like watch things in case I want to tap back in, so I don't know any of the details. So I'm glad that you guys are telling me this, because like my mind has been reeling for days, because even when Tracy told me like she's been found and they think it's self-inflicted, I'm like, I gotta quit. I have to quit this work, because I can't be this far off. Because the Melody one, my confidence just went down the toilet, because I was picking up on the delusion of the story and I didn't tap back in or do more work to make sure that was it. So yeah. I told her, I was like, I quit. I quit. I think an older friend of the family, I remember, might have that's what I'm wondering, if there was some sort of affair, though. I'm not even sure if it's like a abuse, because that affair card came in and I keep getting like in the couple card and stuff. So I've been like, this is what I do. Like, I'll pull the cards and everything. I'm like, huh, interesting. And then I'll think about it over and over and over in my head, and I'll try to like relate. Like, that's how my chart works. Like, sometimes I have to take a step back and kind of look at things and see like how they could make sense. So sometimes I have to think about the cards a little bit. But taking her key is interesting. When you're going to go and alive yourself, why are you going to take your key with you? That doesn't make any sense either. So that's something that is another flag for me. And that's the other thing too. The chart was flagging asphyxiation. My cards flagged asphyxiation. There wasn't a lot of like, there would be totally different aspects if there was a pew pew involved for her real unaliving. There would just be different aspects. There wouldn't really be anybody in the seventh house. I mean, depending on how you read it, there shouldn't be. And there's like, it's like not a clean, just like Micah Miller is not, and Debbie Collier is not, and Nicole Bully, I don't think is either. So, hey, how are you doing? How's the baby? Well, that's the thing too. If she was asphyxiated, right? So the one deck I only have strangled cards. So asphyxiated, strangled, same thing. Because I kept getting the asphyxiated card. So if she was asphyxiated, I don't know if that would show if they covered it up with a gunshot. Like even if they made like her hand do it. I don't know. Kind of like Micah Miller. I saw like someone force her hand. But the other thought I had was, and apparently they had broken up a while ago. Yeah, and like she was okay with it. No. No, because it's coming in the chart as that. Like there's no pew pew. There's asphyxiation markers. So the Vegas cop agree from Vegas cops. Story don't make sense. What do you mean, Gabby? Justice? Come on. And the other thing too, that the thing that really is coming in all of the like, it's the same thing, is this person is like, it feels like there's a lot of religious undertones with this. So either she was struggling and it was kind of like, well, is there like she was made to feel unclean, or something was wrong with her. Maybe she went to go get help from someone, because that person seems to have like they manipulate religion, if that makes sense. But what me and Tracy were flagging, and what was weird is, poor Tracy, she listens to me spiral and go over a million different things in my head. Is that I can't understand why that particular location. So say she did go do it to herself. Was she trying to say a message? Like, are these cards more supposed to be like indirectly, like something emotional forced her to do this? I just don't think so. I mean, you're gonna go dress shopping, you're talking about you want to get married, you're bringing your key. It's not screaming that to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me and Tracy were wondering if she was having and two, that's the other thing too, is people are religious, they don't really believe in taking their life because they think they go to hell, even though that's not true. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thought process on it. But me and Tracy were wondering if there was some kind of an affair going on with like an older male, or she was involved with because I kept pulling the spouse card and the couple card, and at first I thought maybe he just thinks that there could have been some sort of obsession thing here, to undertones, but I don't think it was a stranger. And the reason why I don't say it's a stranger is because the astrology says it's someone she knew. It was someone close to her. But it also doesn't come really across like a domestic partner that much. Yeah, I'm not really sure that she really cared about the ex all that much. I don't know. Yeah, because I keep pulling the cult, and I pulled the cult card. I pulled the like secret society. Like I said, there's religious undertones in the chart and in the cards, and it's almost like the way that the false prophet or whatever was coming through. Like I'm saying, when I first put out the video of the false ally, and I pulled the false ally again, like there's like, I'm not just gonna put something out that I haven't validated multiple ways from Sunday. Ask Tracy. I obsess over it. I obsess over the astrology, the cards. Why am I not seeing this? How can I see this better? Do I need to sit? I was getting ready to sit down and auto write because sometimes it comes in better that way because, as you know, I'm not using sitters because of the whole situation that turned toxic and the whole trying to work a different way. Not necessarily because there are trails and stuff back there. And I don't think it's directly behind. It's actually down the road a little bit. From what I understand. Yes. That's what me and Tracy were flagging, is that the owner of the business was openly religious. And that's what we were flagging. Like, why there? So, and then we have the affair and the older man. I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like, out of all the locations allegedly she could have chosen, why didn't she get in her car and go somewhere? Why wouldn't you want to be found? Like, okay, she doesn't want to be tracked, but why? There's just things don't add up, kind of like Micah Miller. We all know Micah Miller. That doesn't add up. We all know that that's not that. We all know that. And for it to be a teenage girl and use a pew pew, they don't really do that a lot of the time. A boy maybe, but a girl. Yeah, but wasn't it searched the first time? Wasn't it searched with dogs the first time? How was she missed if she was, I hate to say it, fresh there? That's what I don't understand. It is. That's what I'm saying. Just like somebody said that a girl unalived themselves with a machete. Like, okay. Just like Debbie Collier allegedly burned herself. Yeah, okay. That happened. I don't know any women that like to do that way. Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Like, because there was allegedly a machete next to this one girl, and they said she did it to herself too. I mean, that's just like, what is her name? I just did a reading on her. They said that they said that hers was suicide too, and then the parents really pushed, and then they're like, no, it's homicide. She's like stabbed in the back. What the search party I was in the same. That's what I'm saying. So then where was she? That's my point. And that's why I kept saying circle back, because I felt like she was placed there after. And then, like I said, that card, when I repulled, I was like, I'm just going to see what the location cards say. Apparently, you have to go through over, like, down a culvert to get to that area, from what I understand. But the lady that was talking about how, the psychics, they followed psychics or whatever, she was saying, that, the area made sense or whatever, but they had already searched it. So, but it made sense. So, why allegedly she wasn't found when they searched with dogs the first time if she was there? That's what I'm saying. So, the reason why I said circle back is because I felt like she was placed after. And that's why I said someone was watching. I saw somebody watching out the window. That's how I saw it. Could I be misinterpreting it? Yeah. But the circle back card came in twice before. And then this last time, a circle back and moved. So that doesn't make sense to me at all. And no, Debbie Collier did not, and neither did Micah Miller. And I don't think Nicole Bully did either. Homicide by drowning is one of the things that actually happens a lot that gets overlooked, if that's even what happened. I think I looked at the astrology on that, and I have to go back and see if I have something written up on it. Justice, come on. Yeah, our brains have exploded because honestly, like I said, the Neptune fog is really strong in this, and I don't know if sitting down and doing it all right. Apparently they did have dogs when they searched this area, from my understanding. I'm glad that they found him. And that's another thing. You roll out of bed at 7:00 in the morning, and now you've got me with the key thing. Now, if she really did have the key, why take your house key? You don't care about anything. Leave the house key. You're not coming back. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And this happens. I mean, I literally was just watching a Psychic Detectives episode, because I do that. I don't know why I do that, because then I give myself a hard time. But it was a clear alert. They did issue a clear alert, Tracy, whatever that is. We have a turquoise alert out here for like Native Americans. I've never heard of a clear alert. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's a new thing that they started doing. I imagine, and I don't know. If I'm not coming back, I'm not going to take my key. Well, that's what I'm saying. What'd you pull? I'm telling you, I'm telling you, dude. When I pulled those cards last night, I'm like, I'm getting the same cards. Am I like misunderstanding that this is supposed to be more symbolic and emotional than it is literal? The fact that I pulled the no foul play and then foul play right after that, after I'm like, give me the proof, give me the truth here, you know. Anyways, what I was gonna say about the Psychic Detectives episode, there was a case where the guy was involved in, I guess, allegedly fraud or something with his work, and he ended up going missing. Well, he was found in the river. His wrists were allegedly sliced, and he had like something with his head or face or something, like he had been punched, but the coroner tried to say that it was something in the water. So, well, the psychics did it, and they just claimed it was suicide. He did it himself, whatever, because he was so upset. Well, it turns out all the psychics say no, that's not what happened. He didn't do it to himself. So, I mean, it happens. People can manipulate crime scenes and, try to make things look a certain way to cover things up. I mean, I don't give a crap. I'm telling you, Rebecca's case is not. Nope. I don't care. That baby's alive. Nope. And no one's going to tell me any different. I don't know where it's at, but it's alive. Because I drove myself crazy with that case. I know what I saw. I would have saw the mom with the baby. If that was, no, because I'm not working the same way. I won't do live readings anymore because I learned a lesson with the second reading and Ethan that people's thoughts are way too loud and that it becomes inaccurate. They have their own thoughts and feelings, and it projects into what I get, so it makes it inaccurate. Those two readings are very inaccurate. I don't have a sitter anymore. That was very toxic for me. I had to get a restraining order. I'm not doing that anymore. Plus, also, the second reading, I think I was picking up on her assumptions because I kept seeing Jack and I knew he wasn't involved and it wouldn't go away. So there are reasons that I don't do that anymore, and I'm trying to work different ways by myself, which is hard because I need a mirror. So that's why the cards and the astrology kind of help with the mirror and help with the doubt. But auto writing is the only other way I can do it. I'm not a type of person that can sit and scribble randomly into thin air and get stuff. It just doesn't work like that for me. I have to have something to bounce off of. Yeah. Oh yeah, Rebecca's case is a bunch of lies. A bunch of lies in that case. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't sit there and like do all this research to have a baby just to do something so stupid as to unalive the baby. Like, that doesn't make any sense. What do you think is going to happen when you start stabbing the mom or cutting or whatever? Come on. Makes no sense. Hey, Clarenda. Happy New Year. I started drinking this boba thing that I got at the dollar store. I probably shouldn't drink it. Way, way, way too much sugar. I think it's making me... I was like, well, a little bit of sugar won't be bad. And I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't be drinking it. But, yeah, no. No, because in the astrology, the baby's arc continued after that. There was no death marker for the baby. Not the same as the mom. So, yeah, you'll never convince me of that. Nope. Don't believe it. I don't know where it's at, but... No, it's only 4 o'clock. I hope next year is better than this year was, for sure. And as far as what's the other girl's name? Sydney. As far as Sydney's case, I had a vision about her yesterday. I had a vision that she was in water. I was getting very much maybe not taking her medicine, kind of in a dissociative state. And then I just kept seeing the way that I see people in water. I haven't put a video out on that yet. I checked the astrology and it aligned. So I always do my reading first, and then I kind of I like to validate it in different ways, because not just to prove it to myself, but to prove it to everybody else. Now, I'm hoping first. There's supposed to be some excitement next year. We'll see. I want to see what cards you got, Yellow. I'm curious, because I don't think you have any thoughts about it. Yeah. So, and I checked the astrology, and it's hey, oh my gosh, hold on. Archie's standing on the step. So the dogs were barking at him. He keeps standing, like, it's like he remembers to come in and he wants to come in, and so he's been standing on the steps, like, staring at me in the house, and I feel so bad. I'm like, I feel like letting him in and just putting all the dogs away. Happy New Year. And that's why I'm saying, like, if I see them like with her, it was easier to tell. Stop. Quit barking at the goat, Zook. Like, literally, you go out there with them sometimes and you're fine. So what is your problem? Zook. Zook. They're smelling under the door because he's right there. But he's looking through the window. A goat, it's like he remembers. So like I said, sometimes cases are clear and sometimes they're not. And for some reason, with this case with Camila, it's very foggy for me. It's not clear. So, but like with Sydney, I saw what I saw randomly. So sometimes it's like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I had a pink Christmas tree for like one day, and then I used to come on in this channel a lot, but it's been a while. No, I have a restraining order. She started trying to ruin my business and my career, so. So I just, plus, like, going back to some things, like, sometimes sitters, they don't mean to lead you the wrong way, but they can tell you, like, no, and it's really yes, and it makes you start second guessing, and then, do you know what I mean? So it can really kind of throw the reading sometimes. I notice that I've done that a lot. So, oh, I'm so glad to hear that we did that. I was wondering for a while because my channel has been really slow lately. So I'm glad that you feel that way. Well, the uncle's was missing, allegedly. I don't know how she got it, but hey, it is what it is. People leave for a reason. It was a lesson, and I learned I learned some things I needed to learn during that situation, and I took care of things I wasn't taking care of. So now they can't use anything against me. So that's her and White Boy decided to. They both have restraining orders on them. So freaking hair in my mouth, my own hair. So yeah, it was it sucked, but it's okay. You know, it's sad, but like I said, it taught me lessons, and I learned a lot. So that's why sitters don't mean to sometimes lead you, and if they can't clear their mind too, you can pick up on that, or I can. So it's just I'm trying to do it safely now, the best way that I can. Which again, I can't channel the way that I used to. And people forget, like, yeah, I used to have sitters for like 8 months or something, right? But I was auto writing for 13 years before that. So, that was only a short time. They need to see when she had last contact with her uncle. This case will solve itself. It's just maybe, because Mike Miller still hasn't solved itself. Debbie Collier still hasn't solved itself. So I don't know. Sometimes I think they're just like, nope, that's what it is. There's actually, I mean, I don't know. I know that astrology is like kind of heavy and hard sometimes, but literally there's a marker in there about cops calling a suicide early. So, yep, that's what I'm saying. So there's stuff coming in 2026 that I needed to clear out for and take care of things for that could be, people could try to use. So all done, all taken care of. What's up, babies? You sleepy? Me too. Me too, guy. Me too. Your teethies are showing. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to balance back, Alicia. I've been like so tired and like it's tough right now. Let's just say that. It's been a tough few months. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need to be doing lives and getting caught up because I'm like behind on everything. But yeah, we still have the raffle. So if anybody wants to get in the raffle to win a reading that helps, support this channel, and support the work. Tonight's the last night, and I guess some of my 20-minute readings are on sale for till the end of tonight. So, and I still have all of those the snapshots, the astrology snapshots that people are really liking on the community page. So all of those things help. But otherwise, just being a part of the channel, you know, getting giving the channel a boost helps, because the channel is not helping me financially at all right now. It's bad. It's okay, KJ. I didn't even need to know that you were making lobster. Like, that's my favorite dish. Like, it's not cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna do the I'm not gonna do the like pool tonight, but it's, I'm letting the tickets go till tonight. Let's see. She brought her driver's license. Okay, so that doesn't even make any more sense. Like, you're gonna go do this and you take your driver's license and a key. Like, I don't know. No, you can. So, like, I'm doing them here. If you want to do it live, or you can send an email. I'm doing the email questions too. So whatever way you want to do it, that also helps. There's a reading on that, Gabby. So you can go check my videos. There's a video on that. I can't use smudge here because of the birds, but yeah. I wish I could. That's like my favorite. That's my favorite right there. I get lobster once in a blue moon. It's kind of neat. It's kind of like I don't know. I explained it on the reading, Gabby. You have to go watch it. Yeah, but she could have also been taking it to defend herself against someone. I mean, I don't know. The other thing that crossed my mind was assisted. I don't know. Like, if she was having mental illness and she thought she was bad for it because she was religious or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing that I kind of had wondered. And I'm like, I don't know if the cards are picking up like the energetic thing of it because of that or what. But I still, like, if I'm going to go do something to myself, I'm not going to take a key. I'm not going to take my driver's license. I'm sure as hell not going to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I probably wouldn't do it by my house. Yeah, you can private message me. You can email me. All the ways are in. So there's a link tree, or you can go to this thing right here on the screen. But there's a link tree. Oh no, it's not in the description box. Hold on. It's in the description box of all other videos, but I don't think I put it in the description box on this. Excuse you, are you okay? I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, is it gonna let me? Nope. How did I do it last time? I think I did it last time, and I don't know how I did it. Anyways, thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com. You can do it that way. I don't know why I didn't put all the info. Or you can go find the link on any of the other videos. They're there. Well, apparently the uncle's was missing, but I don't know. I just find it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. And now I can't trust anything I see because it's like, now we know what happened. So, is that my mind or not? Sometimes even when you do this work, it's hard to tell your mind or not, I started using this. Oh, I use this app. I'm going to do the free trial. What is it called? It was wild. It does like strobe lights. So if you have any kind of problems like seizures or anything, like, you can't do it, but or you're pregnant or something else. But man, it was kind of trippy, honestly. what is it called? Luminate. So it's supposed to be kind of like help you sleep better and be creative and all that. I'm like, I wonder if it works kind of the way that meditation does. I don't know. I liked it. But you're welcome. Yeah, Laura. I don't know. I have not heard from my... I'm going to have to get off here soon because I have a reading at 6. And, like, I literally... like, I'm running out of time. Running out of time for the month stuff. And I really need to do a live tonight. But I am so freaking tired. And I knew it when I got up this morning. And I told Tracy, like, I can't go back to sleep because my brain won't stop. And I expected a lot more mean comments on YouTube, honestly. That's why I told Tracy, I was like, I can't be this far off. Like, I'm never this far off. And, I mean, I don't know. The chart isn't reading that way either, so it's weird. It's all weird. I don't know. I mean, even if, like, say it was assisted in some way, either manipulated or, physically, so either directly or indirectly, it's still going to show up like that she didn't do it to herself. Do you know what I mean? It'll still show up in the cards that way. So what was I doing? I was trying to see. I have not heard from that person. That's what I was trying to check. All right, Clarinda, have a good night, and I guess I'll talk to you next year, huh? I guess I will talk to you next year. I know. And it's probably, I don't know. It's probably way more simple than we're making it, but the cards just, the fact that it said no foul play and then foul play right after that. And when it said no foul play, I'm like, okay, well, that's weird because, and then it said foul play right after. And I was like, literally asking, can I have the truth on this case, please? And this morning, I was just like, I don't know, like all of a sudden I couldn't sleep. And I was just like, now I'm freaking tired. And Tracy's supposed to be out on her, I don't know, date or whatever. But I was just like, hey, I'm live if you want to come chat. But she's supposed to be out for some kind of... Are you supposed to go somewhere, Tracy? For your anniversary? Yeah, you need to smudge out 2025. Like, I'm like, 2025 made it out alive. And this year has been all about, like, and it's been tough for a lot of people, specifically Aquarius placements. But the reason why is because Pluto and Aquarius is coming through to literally just kick everything out of our lives that doesn't belong anymore. And a lot of people too, this is a year of growth. This is a year of boundaries. This is a year of shedding old skin so you can go into 2026 and the new beginning year. So this is a year of endings and next year is new beginnings. So Well, and that's the thing that's kind of getting me too, is because, like I said, the asphyxiation is bugging me because the chart is more saying asphyxiation than anything related to a weapon. And the fact that I pulled the strangulation card back to back, same as asphyxiation, and then the asphyxiation card in both readings is weird. Like the pew pew isn't like loud in the cards for some reason. It's not loud and it's not in the astrology. So, that's what I'm saying. It would have to be like for it to, the way that I took the cards, I can always misinterpret, like, you know, but the way that I took it was, they're saying it's no foul play, but there is foul play. And then I took, like, red rum came in twice, back to back. Murder suicide card. Like, I don't know. Are you that bored, Tracy? Have a drink for us. Because I'm not going to be drinking tonight. I think I have like a wine cooler in my fridge that's been there for like 2 years. Okay, so if you go to the link tree, let me get you the link. I'll just put the link tree right here. You would scroll down to schedule a reading. Here, actually, I'll just put here's my booking. But see the QR code at the top, you can scan that. And any videos that I do, if you go to the description box, it's all there. Also, if you go to the YouTube channel, the link tree is there too. So that's how you always find that. So can you see that, sipping tea? There's the link. See if you can do that. So it's only the 20-minute reading, and you would schedule Wednesday or Friday. That's when I do private readings. So look for a Wednesday or Friday that's open, that works for you for the 20-minute, and it's already set, but I'm just going to move the prices back up. Like, there's no code or nothing because I also had to get something cheaper on that, which allowed me to give codes. So I had to throw that out of there. So I just went and changed it, and I'll change it back. So just the 20-minute is $20. It's like $60 right now, $65 or something like that. And then make sure you email me, thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com, so that I can, like, keep your name for the raffle, because I just star it and then I go back through and I make a list. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the support, especially for the raffle. So I've been trying to there was only like 3 people for a really long time. I was like, well, maybe I should extend it a little bit. And it's your choice. You can do mediumship or intuitive guidance, whatever you're thinking, you're needing. And I still do the email questions if you guys don't want to do it right now. I still do the email questions. Oh, no problem. Yeah, you can always find the links. Like, you go to the YouTube channel, it's right there on the top. And I usually put in every video. I don't know why I didn't put it here. You said I'm tired. I don't know. This case is like, I wish people could see all the work that I put into these cases. And literally for the videos, because I'm trying to make them more exciting, because I understand I can get boring when you're just watching me, and people like watching me channel and they don't like this way now, whatever. So I try to put little clips in to make it, more visually whatever, so that people like it a little bit more, right? And sometimes it helps kind of trying to like show what I'm seeing, and that takes a really long time. And so I think it took me like I don't even know how long it took. It took me a really long time to do hers. I was up till 6 o'clock in the morning doing her video, the first one. And then last night, it took me a couple hours. And I've worked on this case like for 3 days. So I do that literally with all my cases, especially if they're in depth. If they're more straightforward, I don't need to spend that much time on it. But, and you're right, we don't know everything yet. But I'm just saying, I don't really expect like them to come out and be like, "Yep, it's foul play," because a lot of times they don't, and that's the whole point of why people allegedly cover it up this way. No problem, Alice. I get the feeling there. I understand. I'm trying to keep my car right now and keep my lights on. It's not been good. It's not been good. And I applied for a psychic line and I haven't heard back. So I've been trying to find other ways to still do this work and make money, or get a side job. I'm trying. I actually did. I haven't even logged into it because this takes so much time. It's so hard. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of free work, and then when you don't get views, or you're like getting like 200 views, and then your YouTube isn't like making enough for even like electric, it's frustrating, and it's been like that for like 3 months. So that's what I was trying to do, is like, if I could just get my YouTube going, if I could just get, more views on my YouTube and make more on my YouTube, then I don't have to worry about other things, because I can just be on, work on the YouTube and be okay. But it's unfortunately not working out that way right now. 2025 doesn't like me very much, especially the last 3 months. I've had some really crappy transits. It's supposed to change next year, so hopefully visibility will improve. But that was my plan, and why I kind of even cut back on my private readings, because I can't energetically do a lot of private readings and do cases. Like, it's too much. Like, sometimes I go through months and I just go, because astrology affects me a lot. There's certain aspects that just make me tired. The moon makes me tired. So sometimes I just like, I struggle for days. Like, my house is struggling right now because I'm trying to survive and put all my energy into that. So I've been in survival mode for like 3 months. Earlier in the year it was better, but this last 3 months have not been good. It started with the stupid air conditioning thing that killed the rabbit. So, and everybody's having a hard time. But that's what I've been trying to do. And like this, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Aquarius. I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart. I'm Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and a Libra Moon. I got a lot of air. Lots of air. Yeah, the astrology's been shitty. Like I said, it's supposed to be about shedding things you no longer need. It's supposed to be about learning boundaries. It's supposed to be about taking what works and what doesn't work. It's supposed to be about all that, because it's a 9 year? It's a 9 year. So endings. Next year is a 1 year. Beginnings. Next year is the fire dragon. Beginnings. It's taking everything that you learned from this year and moving and putting that and applying that into next year. The astrology would be a lot better for a lot of people, especially Aquarians. And because we've been in a really bad cycle for a long time with certain aspects. But the Pluto into the Aquarius for us is going to be really good for us. And then when Saturn moves into Aries and Neptune moves into Aries, it'll be a little bit better, because Neptune is in Pisces right now, so things are really foggy still. Next year, people should be held accountable, I'm hoping, because I dreamed of the month of March, and that is pretty astrologically aligning with that, so I keep hoping. So this is about ending lessons, shedding the skin. This is the year of the snake. So literally in the office and literally here. So yes, it will be your year. You are in Aquarius. You have Pluto in your sign, and it's supposed to be a lot better for Aquariuses. I know that I have had Saturn in my second house for like 2 years, I think, and that will leave in April, thank God, because that stops like growth and stuff, like money wise, but it's supposed to teach you lessons. I don't need any more lessons on that. Thank you very much. So it will be a good year for Aquariuses. Yes, it will be. We are ending some heavy astrological cycles, a lot of us. And I know my Jupiter return is next year, so it's supposed to be really good. So we will see. There's some other things supposed to happen next year, and we will see. Hopefully. Because, yeah, I'm just about this year. I barely made it this year. Seriously. I've almost quit this work 10 times. Ask Tracy. It's supposed to be a pretty good year for cancers next year. My mom's a Cancer. She's supposed to have a really good year. Yeah, we can hope. Aries is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be a good year for Aries. It's supposed to be a good year for a lot of the different signs. Tracy's an Aries. I am offering the transits too. I think those are 15. That'll tell you a little bit about next year, but or at least for a couple months. The midheaven snapshots are pretty cool. They tell you your your life purpose and what you're supposed to be doing in career and that kind of stuff. People seem to like them. I had somebody that bought like her whole family for like gifts, and we did one a little differently for one of her children that was passed. So like what her sole purpose was and why she was here and why she transitioned. It was pretty cool. So sugary. What are you doing, Hope? What are you doing? She hasn't really been hissing at Starlight. Starlight really hasn't really been hissing at her, but I can't even do the whole screen thing because Starlight keeps climbing it. She's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, either I don't know if this is like gonna be like, and that's the thing is a lot of people are quitting their jobs and moving on to something different because that's just what the energy is. It no longer serves you. It's not good for you. Then you're moving on to somewhere you're supposed to go. But mine was more like for one with Rebecca, that had me. I was obsessively checking everything over and over again. And I was like, I can't be this far off, Tracy. But then Melody, that one really got me because, like I said, I got what I got and I picked up on it being clairempathic and clairsentient. I guess I picked up, and I had a video I was going to do on this because I like to teach people as I learn. And I've never had such distortion in a case where I'm picking up more of the story that was being put out of Melody than what really happened. And then I just didn't tap back in because yeah. Virgo, well, I don't know, my aunt. She just kind of she's very she's very mellow, you know. What are you doing, Hope? Why are you trying to lick me? What? What are you doing? Why do you guys like to do this and get all on the computer? What are you doing? Hey, good to see you. Yeah, and you probably made it just in time because I'm probably going to get off here pretty soon because I don't really have much else to talk about. I think I got basically, yeah, she's the one that you can hear talking in the videos sometimes. She's so talkative. Well, especially in the one I just did. I don't know. Come on, RimPod. Do something. And that's like something we have to go through sometimes, like a cocoon, right? Oh, no problem. I appreciate that because, like I said, I told Tracy like I was gonna quit because nobody was liking my content. People weren't commenting. I don't know, on like that stuck in the algorithm thing, or like I don't know. I was like, man, that must be boring or something. Um, I know a lot of people have to adjust with like the changes that I felt like I was making for the right reasons. So I'm glad to see that people still like the content, and I didn't get many argues. Like I had a couple people on TikTok. Like I only posted the ball validation part because I don't like to post parts of the readings on there because you lose the context. But and people just scroll there. Okay. Did you send me an email so that I have like your name and I could put it on a list? You know. I tried to respond to all the comments and I just needed a break for a little bit because people were being assholes. Like, they were trying to tell me how to work, what to do, how to be. No, this isn't right. It's this way. But I'm the one over here sitting doing the hours of work, and I couldn't deal with it. It was just one right after another, and I mean one or two are fine, but when it was just like a constant, you know, a constant thing, I was just like I can't. So I had to turn off the comments. And then I read, well, that can mess up your engagement and make things worse. And I'm like, oh, great. Okay, I guess I'll have to turn the comments back on. But at least I got a couple days and I figured out how to make it a little stricter. I figured I added Tracy and Trista and I think Deb for mods. I'm always looking for mods to look at the comments for me and stuff. But it's been pretty good ever since I did that. Since I turned off the comments for a couple of days and then made things stricter, it's been better. I know, dude. I actually tried that, but I didn't have much luck. I don't know. It's so hard to like do anything else besides this because this takes up so much time and energy. You know. Yeah. So, and then the way you would mod is, let me see if I can add you now. I can't do it on here. So, what you would do is you would comment on the video and say you want to be a mod, and then I can add you that way. Why is not doing that? Yeah. You know what, people, well, so like if you're not getting the notifications, then if like you unsubscribe and then you resubscribe, it's supposed to like, and then you can click the bell, you can turn your notifications on. So I'm having that problem a lot, and I don't, it's like I feel like YouTube and TikTok were like totally against me, but the algorithm picked up a little bit yesterday or day before, whatever. And of course, I have people come and say, "Oh, you were wrong, wrong, wrong," and I'm like, "Dude, you guys didn't even see the whole reading or like know everything that's happened yet." So that's why I don't like to do TikTok, because people don't understand. Like, for one, they don't understand how it works. They think you're supposed to be 100% all the time. Then they're only getting certain parts of the reading, and then they think that they know better, and then they want to be skeptical, and then they just want to be negative, and it's just like, and they just want to scroll past without understanding. So I decided not to really like. I'll post like when the balls go off. I think that's kind of cool. That's all I posted, and it got my algorithm moving a little bit over there. But did you guys see Brian Koberger as being a control freak in prison? Did you guys see that? Like his personality's coming out a little bit. He's pissing off the prisoners, I'm telling you. I know what I saw. But yeah, and I had some mods that like I don't see anymore. I know I had added them when it was Casper's laying by the gate. He is noticing what? I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. Look what up because I don't even know what I was talking about. This is how tired I am. I don't know that I'm gonna make it. Not doing well, should have said. Who isn't? Hey Amber. Yay, what I was gonna say was I was seeing people like that I had added when like things were crazy for a little bit. In the freezer. Fucker, find out in the freezer. Yep. I got room and I got jars. Oh, Brian Kohlberger. That's right. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Sorry. Um. Oh no, it's all good. People were asking me to put more out on them. I'm like, dude, it's time to let them go and heal and let their family heal. Like, there's nothing else to put on it. There's no conspiracy here. Like, the dude's in jail, or prison. Yeah, he's not, and he's like making the prisoners hate him. Like I said, I know what I saw. I might be early, but I know what I saw. And I keep meaning to do an auto rate, and I haven't been able to because astrologically it's not good because of where Neptune is in my chart right now to see things, for future events. But I keep getting, and it was before the whole Japan thing happened, the earthquakes. And I hate to say this, but I keep seeing Japan underwater, like ceasing to exist. And I hate to say that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to say that at all. They're in a really bad spot with the Ring of Fire. Somebody contacted me about the case in Alaska. The two guys went missing, and I think she wanted it to be foul play, and it's not. Like, they went sailing on a void moon. I was thinking about putting that out because sometimes when I give stuff to people, they don't do anything with it, and then I'm like, man, I should have put that out because maybe somebody could have, but it's in Alaska. So like they went sailing on a void moon. Like it was, yeah. I've been getting that for a while, like before the last two mega quakes hit. Yeah, I don't know if it's due to like just the earthquakes and like the land can't take it anymore kind of thing. It doesn't feel like a wave. It kind of feels just like that. And I've been getting that for like, I don't know, a while. I wouldn't go to Japan, Laura, honestly. And I don't know if it's going to be whole Japan or just like a part of it. That's the other thing, you know. But I've been meaning to do an auto write for you guys because I was like, I got to do an auto write because it's the end of the year. But yeah, and that was the thing, and that's why I'm saying, like, that's why it was hard for me to say that this could be foul play because I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists. Like if I see someone walk off, I usually see someone walk off. Like I usually don't see a perpetrator or anybody involved if there's not. And with this, it's still not clear. Like it's very, very murky, and her chart is very, very murky. Like there's so much murkiness around it. It's hard to read. And that's why I thought, well, maybe I need to auto rate and go a little bit deeper because that's where I'm struggling at. But now I'm to the point like now I know so much, I don't know what I trust anymore. As far as this case is concerned. But excuse me. Yeah, it's murky. But whenever I see a lot of people walk off, and there was another one that they swear is foul play, and I'm like, no, like it's not foul play. Like he walked off, and an accident happened. Like things like that happen, and it happens more than we think. Not everything is foul play, but with this, it was like, okay, so you're trying to say foul play, like because they were involved with shady people that they just took the boat and made the boat disappear. No, it's more like the Titanic where it hit the boat and the boat hit something and it went down. Like they went sailing on void of, like when the moon was void. Like that's when the Titanic is. That's when, or when, what happened to the Titanic? They were on a void moon. The Titan sub was on a void moon. Like that's the kind of energy around it. So I mean, like, I don't know. It could be 10 years from now. I mean, I don't know when you know, um, I just know something like I was getting before, before the mega quakes. And I thought I posted it, but there's so much freaking going on in my mind and in my life. I haven't seen anything, no. Thanks, guys, for getting raffle tickets. I appreciate it. It helps me out so much, especially tonight, since I don't think I'm just gonna have the energy to do it. If you did get a raffle ticket and you didn't send me a thing, then there she was found next to a park. Interesting. That came in too. It was harder for me to like locate her because I didn't have her exact address either. I just had the block. Is the school on the other side of this field? I'm wondering if that I was actually looking at that. Did I have the wrong address? I swear I was looking at this. Maybe I was in the wrong area. Wasn't her address on Caspian? I don't even want to hear it, KJ. Go enjoy your stupid lobster. Mean for even mentioning you're having that. I don't even want to know. Yeah, it is. You can look on Joanne Sacred for angel numbers. It's about major changes. I don't know. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I swear I was looking at this place right here on the map too. But I was going, I think, from the wrong. I went from the 11,000 block of Caspian. Isn't that where her address was? Just a car, dudes. I'm just now putting this together. Okay. I have to let Tracy know about that. Maybe we won't be going crazy. She's a good investigator. I don't know. I didn't say I was a psychic in my thing. I sent it the 29th and I didn't say I was a psychic. I heard they do have to go through a culvert to get there though. So I had culvert, field, woods, circle back to where it had been searched. But I sent that on the 29th, but I did not say I was a psychic. I said I was a concerned citizen. I don't know if they took it as I was a psychic because I don't know why I would, randomly have that stuff. I just tell them it's from like patterns and stuff because I feel like if I mention I'm a psychic, they ain't going to listen to it. And I'm pretty sure right now, and I don't even use my real name. I use a different email. Sometimes I'll put Rochelle at the end, but because I know that all they got to do is look me up. Like if I use the Psychic Sleuth email, they'd look me up. You know what I mean? They'd say, "Oh, she's a psychic," and that's why I don't like to do that because I'm like I don't want them to dismiss it because of that. I always feel like this. There's no reason not to check. Like you have nothing to lose other than to check a location or to, say, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Be open-minded about it. There's nothing that's wrong with it. And the Boulder Police Department probably hates me right now over John Bonet because I kind of went off. I kind of went off about how they've, their egos about not wanting to be wrong, and they've let this go and not use the DNA that is accessible to them, and they keep pointing fingers at the wrong person. It's in home, but not, it's in the home, but not the dad, just because he acted some way out of shock. And they just don't want to be wrong, and so they probably hate me right now because I added that to my original tip that I resent. And I'm like, I know I'm not nobody, but this is you guys have like totally messed up this case because of your egos. I mean, they could have taken it as that. I know that a lot of psychics did readings on this case, and that's what's weird is a lot of them are saying the same thing I am. So yeah, I didn't have an exact address. If I would have had an exact address, it would have been a lot easier for me. I feel like she was close. Like I said, circle back. I don't know what the other location was, but the astrology went there, so it could be something else that's related. Like I always tell you guys, if I put a location on a map, it doesn't necessarily mean it's that location. It should be searched, but try to go by what I'm describing. Because I'm not always good with picking out locations on a map. It's not a strong point of mine. That's why I like to use astrology because it kind of puts me in the area. But it's picking out an area as a spot is not. It's not easy for me. I don't feel very well. I mean, I don't feel much on a map sometimes or whatever. I don't recognize the pools or sometimes in an area and I don't know it. So, I turn in a tip for every. See, so I didn't start doing the tips till this year, but I've turned a tip for every case I've worked this year. They probably hate me. Probably like, oh, like, yeah, and I know they're probably gonna hate me because I told them I was like, you guys just don't want to be wrong, and you've let your ego and just like give them the damn DNA. What do you have to lose? It solves a bunch of other cases. But what was cool is Lyric and Elizabeth's case. They did reply to me. They replied and they were like, "Thank you very much for the information." So that was kind of cool. And like I said, I talked to the guy for I keep wanting to call her Kylie Rodney. It's not. That's not her. Carly. For Carly. Because that vision repeated. So I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But he was interested at first until he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and I was like, well, it's intuitive, and then that was it. I didn't hear anymore. So I just hope that he keeps it in mind if anything ever pops up. That's all. So as far as location and describing it, we're pretty good at it, but finding it for me is hard sometimes. I wish I was better at it on a map. Because without the astrology, I'm there for like 3 hours, like, and going in circles and like, well, I feel this way and I feel this way and I can't move this way, but where exactly? And maps suck because they don't show you the culverts. You know, if I could see like a field with culverts and, you know, woods on the stupid map, I could probably find it a lot easier. I don't like maps. They don't show things as I see them. I'm not sure. It said Caspian on Google. Yeah, so there was something in the chart about that. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Literally about burning. I don't know. But I'm not the only psychic that was saying it. So somebody sent me, or somebody what do you call it? They tagged the police department in my thing on TikTok. I'm like, no, they're not gonna listen. It's not even a location one. What was I gonna say? Oh, someone tagged me in this something intuitive on TikTok, and I went there. She's got like 400,000 followers. She was a card reader. I don't know like how accurate or anything she is, but she was screaming foul play too, with a boyfriend and a mom, or something. And again, I don't know if the mom keeps coming up because it's emotionally, like an emotionally thing. Like, was, you know, she not getting along with her mom? Were they like, you know, was her mom like hard on her with everything? I don't know. Oh, Google, everything sucks. But apparently, Tracy, I will send you this information. And you will be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Because it's the place that I pointed to on the map. It does have relevance in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, I've done a lot of readings for people that do this, and yes, they kind of just, it is like a snap decision, but they usually don't, I don't know, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and take things with them like they're coming back, and I don't know, just weird. See, I'm probably gonna get off here in a minute because I don't know if I have a reading, and if I don't, I need to close my eyes for a minute. Like, I'm like feeling very tired. That thing I did last night with the flashing light, I'm pretty sure I had some crazy experiences that I don't remember. It was interesting. It was interesting. It was a normal time for her to go on her walks, but I don't know. She was supposed to go dress shopping that day, and she always talked to her friend, like, and she let her phone die, which I don't know, is weird for a 19-year-old. I mean, I mean, maybe it is what it looks like. I don't know. All I know is what the cards say and the astrology says, and it's not making sense to me. And again, maybe it's just more emotionally like that's how it's coming across. Like somebody pushed her to the edge to the fact that, but what's not making sense is she wasn't there before. Like, unless she was overlooked, and I just don't understand that fresh how she'd be overlooked at a business with dogs. I don't get it. Okay, do you want to do the question now or do you want to do the email? You want to do it through email? Yeah. It is very weird. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe she didn't want anybody to talk her out of it or something. I don't. And the thing is you're worried about being tracked, so you don't drive, you don't take your phone, but it's like, why wouldn't you want to be found? Yeah, but there was a way around it. Like, if she was seen walking down the road, she didn't go back that way. All right, what's your question? Hopefully, I'm awake enough. I'm like, um, okay, so I always tell people relationships are free will. So really it's up to you guys. Um did this have anything to do with like finances? I see like fraying. So whenever they show me like a knot that's fraying, it's like, yeah, there's some issues there where like the relationship is like fraying or having issues. Because they show it to me like a, I don't know, that's what they've always used as a symbol for it. Um so are you guys in therapy right now? Or have you talked about it? Because it feels like communication, finances, and it feels like it's going to be, I mean, I think 2026 will be better for you guys, but it's really your free will on how you, for one, communicate with each other, for two, listen to each other. Because I'm getting like, I don't know if there's not listening going on or understanding or misunderstandings or like the communication style. Not interrupting one another. I don't know why that's coming in. But between that and like finances and just things going on like that. So I do get like fraying and it's been up and down. Like I feel that kind of roller coaster feeling. Okay, I thought so. So next year finances will be better. Like I said, this year it's been tough on everybody just with the transits and the growth that's supposed to happen and stuff. I think next year something's going to change with his job. It'll be for the better. So I don't know if it feels like it could, they take me to like another job, but it could, in some way could be connected. So I don't know if it's connected to the same type of work or connected to the same company or something like that. But next year will be better for finances. It'll be better for his job. There's going to be a shift or change in his work, but it'll be for the best. So if something comes along, I would take it. April highlights for a turning point month as far as you guys should enter into some type of therapy, even if it's like from the home therapy. You know how they have those remote ones. And you don't look at it as that. Look at it as like learning how to communicate with each other, learning how to like get back to where you were. Because just because you go to therapy does not mean that things are broken. It does not mean that things are like not going to last or anything like that. It'll help you learn the things that you need to learn to get back on track with one another. Because sometimes I think when people are in relationships for a while, like they forget how to be with one another, they forget how to communicate, they forget certain things, and then they let the stresses of life kind of come between them. So this would just be, it wouldn't have to be anything crazy, it wouldn't have to be like every day, like maybe once a month, twice a month, something like that. If you can, you kind of need like a mediator, and I don't think it would be very long either. So that's just a suggestion from spirit as far as helping you kind of, get through those hurdles and those bumps with having somebody else that's seeing it from the outside in. Because sometimes people argue because they can't see the other's perspective, but if you have somebody else that is hang on, if you have somebody else that is like seeing from the outside in and seeing like a different perspective, you know what I mean, like that can help. So see, maybe you should hire her. Do you do remote? So I feel like you wouldn't even have to go into like an office now. Like you can do that remote now, right? And they have like cool little things online now you can sign up for. And I don't think it would be for long. It's just to like to help you get back on track, to help you like kind of learn how to communicate. Because I feel like that, but I feel like when the finances get better, like things will be better. So it might be bumpy for a little bit, but I feel like if you guys work on it with your free will, like if he works on himself, you work on yourself, you guys work on each other. I work on each other. Yeah, work on each other. Do little things together, massage. I'm getting like massage, like maybe you guys should go have a massage together when your finances get improved. And I feel like you should do little date nights and little things, and like it's almost like you're rebuilding. So you're going to have to start from the ground up and rebuild, if that makes sense. And understand that, yeah, finances are hard, but if you're going to stay together, your love has to be stronger than that. And that was a big part of your growth this year. That was a big lesson for you to learn. So yeah. And even if you don't, so another thing too is you can go to therapy by yourself, and then you can go together if you want to. That will help, because yes, working on yourself is very important, because sometimes we don't see the things that we need to change that can make a relationship better. So, there's also that option too. You guys can see someone separately and then together when finances improve. But they do have something. They have some kind of, they have like some kind of app or something that is supposed to like be cheaper kind of for therapy. I can't remember what it's called right now. So that's basically, so next year will be better as long as you both, make an effort. That's the way it's coming across. Yeah. So, remembering too that you are, yes, you're a unit, but you're also yourself. You also have your own things, right? So make sure that you're taking time for yourself. Make sure they're taking, time for themselves. So having time apart and together, and working on each other, I keep saying that, working on yourselves apart and then working, together. Because that's important too. But yeah, I am talking. Sexy time makes everything better, and make it spicy. Do things like, things you've never done before. I don't know, fantasies, those types of things. I don't know why those things are coming through. But yeah. So next year will be better. I think, again, his job's going to change and shift, and that'll help. But there's also those types of things too. Like, self-care with yourselves, self-care with each other, taking care of yourselves, taking care of the relationship. So you're welcome. I hope it was helpful. And too, like, it takes two to tango. So you both have to be putting in the 50-50 effort. Am I getting this right, psychotherapist? So yeah, no, this year was a complete, like, learning what doesn't work in relationships, learning what doesn't work in life, learning, getting through the hurdles and stuff. Like, it was complete lessons on shedding skins, and you needed to do that as part of your relationship. Like, everybody has rough patches. You know what I mean? So, yes, experiment. I'm seeing like dress up. Like, does he want you to dress up as a nurse? I don't know why this is coming in, but just saying. Yeah. So there is like, I know there's like an app or something. Is it that has like a therapist? Like, it's like cheap. It's, I can't remember what the name of it is. Like, not Better Health, is it? There's something where like, it's like cheaper than going like to a regular therapist. See, coming from the psychotherapist. Make sure he gets his guy time and you get your girl time. You know what I mean? Glitter pickles, yes. Glitter pickles. Those two, Tracy. Those two. Ravens like bark is so high pitched, just ridiculous. I don't know. They still bark at the dogs even though they've lived here for 3 years, 4 years, something like that. It's okay, Justice. They're just, being dumb out there. Yeah. I mean, they should have their certified. Oh, you are a nurse. I must be psychic. I don't know. Maybe he wants you to wear like a sexy nurse outfit. I don't know. That's hilarious. I think you need like a nurse outfit. I don't know. But yeah, that's hilarious. That's I didn't expect that. But I was seeing you like in a sexy nurse outfit. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, quit barking at the Casper, for crying out loud. These dogs act like they don't know each other. Get on the vitamins, girl. Get on the vitamins. I don't know, I haven't heard from my private reading today. So I usually like to know by like 30 minutes before so I can make my life, make my plans for my life. So, oh, great. Tomorrow's going to be rain. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Yeah, we've been trying to get my mom's container home done. We got it up on the foundation thing or the pillars. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to finish it. Hopefully next year. I'm trying to get her close to me. We shrinks have to wait months to get credentialed with the platforms we work with. Yeah. I know that they have them though with like licensed therapists. You could pick up a therapist you want or whatever. Do you have a website that you work on? Tracy, I don't think that would work for some people anyways. We should make glitter pickles out of crystals. There you go. Do you see that? Rula and Foresight. Foresight was, I think, the one I was trying to think of. Is there? How did she find you on there? I don't know if you want to put that out. Cheyenne, I don't know if you want to put that out there. La Prizzle. But the thing is, too, is a lot of relationships are ending this year because they no longer belong in people's lives. And so, you know, if you're still together, that's a good thing. It shows you're supposed to be together. What are you, Casper, what are you doing? Why is he going in the igloo? Weirdo. I don't think it's not raining. BetterHelp. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So those ones, Rula, Foresight, BetterHelp. Does BetterHelp has therapist? I don't know. She works on this one. I don't know how you find her on there though, unless she wants to put her name. But that's yeah, maybe you could hang out with her. At least she believes in, you know, spirituality. Oh, okay. Well then look for that and look for BetterHelp then. Now I don't know how to. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, then go to the other ones that she said. Crystal pickles. Gotcha. I'm sorry. That's sad. I know I lost my 20-year-old Chihuahua in April this year. And then I lost my rabbit. So I understand. I do. I can't pick up on animals. I can't do a mediumship reading right now because I'm exhausted. But if you wanted to schedule, my 20-minute readings are on sale right now till midnight tonight for $60. So I can connect to animals. Yes. Hello. Hold on 1 second. Hang on here. Oh, is this an old one? Why did they have old things on her like she hasn't been found? That's kind of dumb. See, they have to put out that suicidal ideations, you know. Cheyenne, come on. I think it's because Casper's laying on the thing. For the readings on prices and seeing the booking page already. No, just the 20-minute one is. So everything else is normal price. Just the 20 minutes on sale for $20 off. So those are all regular prices for those ones. Oh my gosh, you guys, quit barking at him. He's been here for like almost 3 years. 2 or 3 years. Let me do that. This is an old thing. Why is it just popping up? Give me 1 second. Yes. Regularly. So it's 65 right now. Sorry. Yes, till midnight. It's 65. They are barking at Casper and Xena on both on the deck at the same time, which is weird. Casper's actually on the couch, which is weird too. Yeah, for the 20-minute ones. Yep. So it's on sale till first till 60 or 65 till midnight. Just the 20-minute one. So again, Wednesdays and Fridays is the days that I do private readings. Because like I said, I'm trying to. These dogs are driving me crazy. I'm trying to like I said, get my YouTube going, and it's just a lot to do, a lot of private readings. That's kind of why I'm not doing the hours anymore, and I kind of cut down like off the videos because lately it's taken so much energy. So working cases takes a lot, and I'm really trying to go in that direction. You know, they're being a-holes right now. I'm really trying to do that way. That way you don't have to worry about people scheduling or anything to. So energetically, I'm just trying to, Oh my gosh, these dogs are driving me crazy. What is it, Gidget? Come on. Now, I saw somebody say that somebody else was found when they were looking for Camila. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay on here. They're barking at I've had those dogs for like 3 years. I don't know why they continue to do this all the time. Do you know who it was? I know that there was a missing. So. My dogs are jerks, sorry. Anyways, do you know who it was? I didn't know that there was anybody else missing there. I know they had 2 other cases, but the other one was in Houston. Sydney was in Houston. That's why whenever I saw water, I had to go check, and there is water not far from where she was at. Well, they're barking at Casper and Xena. I don't know why they do that. It's dumb because, like, they've been here for 3 or 4 years or something like that. So. And then the dogs in here bark at him too. I don't know why. You would think. And Zook, whenever he climbs the fence, he goes and hangs out with them, and he's fine. What about the app you were talking about? Sparkle. It's called Luminate. They do a free trial for a week. I liked it because so if you have seizures or like you have health issues like that, like you can't do it, but you're supposed to do it in the dark, and if they flash you turn your phone this way and it flashes the camera, and it's like a strobe, and I don't know, and then they have like some of them have like the guided meditations with it and regular meditations that they walk you through, and some of it's just music. It just depends. You pick on which one you want. So you would pick like what was it? Like you have different ones you could pick from or whatever. So I'm gonna try it. I think it's like $13 a month or something. But It's different. It's definitely different. No, she was talking about the Luminate thing. No, Sparkles died. This is Sparkles. I don't know. They said someone else. I don't know. So, and the zipper is broken on the back, and then this button right here that this is what uses. I cannot find that button, so I don't know what Kai did to it or whatever. You know, I don't know. I think Starlight knocked it off, and Kai did something to it. Oh my gosh, my dogs are driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to get off here anyways. I don't know what's going on with my reading. I haven't heard from her, so I think that one was a gift anyway. So I mean, it's New Year's. I'm not worried about it. I can always reschedule. Oh, I appreciate that. That means a lot, Raquel. Good God. Yeah, losing pets is tough. It's tough. He has no face. She has no face yet. Her eyes are missing. Her nose is missing. It happened when I was sleeping. I'm pretty sure Starlight got up there, knocked it down, and then I'm pretty sure Kai killed it. But the button in the back is missing and the zipper thing too. So I was like, ah, crap. I found one that I want, but it's hella expensive. I probably have to make payments later on whenever things are better on Etsy. And it lights up and it's a unicorn. I want to get it just to spite Tracy. Haha, I got a unicorn. One day. That one I gifted myself for Christmas on payments. I was like, I want a regular REM pod, but it's not working. I mean, when I turn it on after a little bit, it'll work, but then it doesn't really do anything else. Oh my gosh, Bear is driving me crazy. I just need to check this real quick. And you know, like I try to tell people, this work is hard. The pressure is real. The pressure is real. You're wrong, people attack you. They forget when you're right. So whenever, like I told Tracy, when it came out she was found, I knew she was gonna be found like soon. That's why I was getting the in plain sight card, like she's right there. And that's why I said like she's in plain sight. But literally, I told Tracy I'm quitting. Because the night before I started thinking, wait, was it? Like, did she? Like, so I started spiraling. I'm like, that doesn't match anything I got, like with the cards and with the astrology. And then, so when the cops started pushing that, I was like, well, did she? Am I wrong? Like, and then whenever Tracy said that that's what it looked like, I was like, okay, I quit. Like, I quit. Like, lately, I just, yeah, things are just weird. So, but, I'm sorry, Sipping. Yeah, black cats are great. I have 2 black cats. They are just so different than my cats. Especially, you know, I love Neo, but he's like mean to everybody lately. But he's my boy, but he's just mean to everybody lately. But Salem's the best. He's just so chill. It is, and I think it's different with animals because they're with us every day. So people are different, right? We don't see people every day. It's just a different kind of love and a different kind of loss when you lose a pet. I still cry over Ginger probably every day. 20 years is a long time. It's as old as my son, and it's just weird without her. So, me too, obviously. Even the jerks. Yeah, I know. And I have a 14-year-old right now. It's Eli's dog. And she's getting a little slow. She's had a birthday. So, I don't know. Ginger was a tough one. So, I totally feel your pain. I used to take her to my mom's and stuff. It's just weird now. I take Neptune now, but it's it's tough. Like I said, it's a different kind of loss than, a person. It's not the same. So, yep. I agree with that, Tracy. Because they are our children. They just have fur. Yep. I'm ready to get out of this year. So, only 5, 6, 7 hours left. Me and Tracy, like, I keep telling Tracy, I just got to make it through 2025, and I'm barely making it. I'm so many times I wanted to quit on everything. My animals keep me going, guys. Seriously, like, if it wasn't for them, I probably would have laid down and not gotten up. That's how the last 3 months have felt. But and poor Tracy, she has to deal with all my spirals on cases. But this doesn't make sense. But that doesn't make sense. But what about this? But I'm so confused. But I know I got these cards. I didn't make up these cards. Where did they come from? They should, you know what I mean? Like, poor girl. I feel for her. She doesn't know what she did taking me on. So yeah, I don't know where my and yeah, and I'm still doing like the email questions too. If you guys have like a question or whatever, I wanted to do like New Year's readings tonight on TikTok. I am so tired though. I'm like, man, I think I need like a nap if I'm gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna go to mom's. I'd like to. I don't think I've spent New Year's with her in a few years, but hella tired. I think I only got like maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep or something. It feels like I didn't sleep any at all. Once I woke up and I should have never picked up my phone and started looking at my YouTube, and I was expecting a lot worse. Seriously. I thought like I was going to wake up and people were going to just be at me for my reading. Actually, people were like, "Oh, this is a good reading." And I'm like, "What?" Like that's not what they're saying happened. So I was expecting a lot worse. I was pleasantly surprised. So maybe like the strictness on the channel has helped out a little bit. So I'm not good with being wrong, and it's not an ego thing. It's just I try to give so much integrity and so much work and everything into my cases, and like I validate it so much, and I spend so many hours on it, and then when it comes back just being different, it's just so like what the heck happened. The whole melody thing, I lost a lot of confidence with that, but I learned from it because I was like, well, I'm picking up because I literally picked up the story she told. She was so disassociated, so I didn't know that was a false story. Didn't come across that way. Didn't feel that way from what I felt. And best to live to you, Nicole. But what I should have done is then sat down and did cards and maybe did an auto write or something. But literally, I felt like, well, she's okay. That's what I'm seeing. think I misread the astrology on that too. So, you know, I spiral. I put Tracy into a spiral. But yeah, so now I'm like, maybe on those types of cases, I need to like just, do it, like do another reading. But literally, her story was so believable in my visions and what I was picking up on. So I tried to pick up on Melody and I couldn't find her on the other side. I couldn't tap into her. So that was super freaking confusing. And that's why I left it up, because it is the story that I picked up on, and I couldn't see her on the other side. So that was another thing. I don't know if she was like not fully crossed, if like I wasn't, tapping in deep enough, whatever, but she just didn't, that's not how the energy felt. And again, it could have been the mom's disassociated state. And it made me feel like, oh, okay, that's all I need to do on this. You know what I mean? And that's not normal for me. But I also had a lot going on. Like, I've had a lot going on the last 3 months, just trying to make it day by day. So, probably sometimes I probably shouldn't work on cases, but I tend to put the cases first. Because that's how I am. I get obsessive over, oh, I want to look into this. I want to look into that. I want to help with this case. Like, there was a girl that she contacted me. Her sister went missing, and I kept thinking, well, I don't know. I think she's going to show up. It'll be fine. And I put a lot of hours into that for free, helping her out, because I said, well, she's relapsed. She's, running around. She's okay, but she's in danger. I think I mentioned a bridge at some point, and I said, you need to go east. I asked her about a McDonald's. She said, yeah, she's over here by the Circle K. And turns out she was seen there a couple times at the Circle K. And I said, I got 11th Street. And I'm like, okay, well, 11th Street ran behind Circle K, and I didn't know that. So I was like, okay, she's in that area. You can either sit there and wait for her, but she's relapsed. Like, she's probably not going to go. She's not going to go to you, So she was like, yeah, I'm thinking that too. And she was found. She OD'd, but she's okay. And she was under a bridge or something. So that was interesting, because I was tracking her like alive, and I was like, that was hard. It was kind of like Travis Decker in a way, but I felt when Travis Decker left his body. But her, I was like, nope, she's just kind of, So I said, you're just gonna have to wait, because I think she's gonna be found. It'll be okay, and she was. But that was right before this case. So I was in the middle of that case, in the middle of this case, and Layla's mom contacted me, so I have to contact her back. But I have to. 2025 was caca, yes, very much. I apparently needed to get rid of a lot of something, and learn a lot of lessons, and I don't know. I learned a lot, and changed the way that I work for hopefully my own good. I don't know. It's process, it's calibration, it's learning. It's very different, so we'll see. And sometimes it is most up to spirit, but I've never had that happen in a case. I've never had it happen where it was so dissociated that I picked up on any kind of story, and that like I couldn't feel or tell someone was deceased or not. Like, I usually don't like to say one way or another, because it can be very confusing. Like, if someone's on a lot of substances, they can feel like they're deceased and they're not. Okay, yeah. If you want to do email too, just do that, because I'm going to get off here in a minute. I don't know if I have a reading. I haven't seen her, so. Oh, he is? Dude. Like, is that like your anniversary present? That would be cool. I have to clean my house. How would a young woman's body in a field, felt? She could have done it herself, but the thing is like I said, they searched that area, so that's what's throwing me. And it's not showing up in the chart or the cards either. The chart is not a clean unaliving. just like Micah Miller's. It's not a clean, unwinding. So, I don't know. I am exhausted. I was supposed to do a reading, and I haven't heard from the person. So I know it was a gift, so maybe she forgot. It's fine. I sent an email and I've done all I can do. So she'll message me, I guess, and reschedule. That's fine. I'm completely okay with that. I know. Well, actually, I fell asleep after I did the illuminated thing. I went to sleep after that. So, and then I woke up at like 5 and I was like, oh, crap. So what time was that? Like, what time was I talking to you? Like 2 or 3 or something? I went to sleep right after that. Like, literally put me out. And you have to do it in the dark. Like, so, with having to let out starlight, it's screwing me up because I let her out here. Like, that's why I got the screen, was so that she could get along with the cats. Cats could see her. You know, that's, they kind of like a thing, but she keeps climbing up and trying to get out and like hanging at the very top. And I'm like, this isn't working. It's getting better though. She hasn't been hissing at the cats like she was, so it's getting better. But she was running, you know, I let her out so she can run around and stuff, and I fall asleep on the couch and it messes all my thing up, everything up. So it can be. And she was out there for a while allegedly, so that I don't know how long that stays on. I don't know if they've had any rain out there, you know, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know. It's not clean in the chart. It's not like, unless we're reading it wrong, which I don't think. So everything made sense to me. Yeah, and we all know Karen Reed was, that's for sure. I still have that reading. I don't know. Did I ever figure out how to download it? That I did for her. Because I did a reading with her. She didn't release it because she was afraid to release it on her channel. She said I could, but she said she talked too much. I was like, it's okay. But I couldn't think of it. Don't think I could figure out how to download it. Anyways. It could be something like that. I don't know. I also need to call my mom and see what she wants me to do so I could decide. I feel like I need to lay down and take a nap. I'm just like, because I don't even think I slept like 2 hours in my bed, Tracy, because I didn't get to sleep till 8 because I was talking to you, and then because I got up and let the dogs out and stuff, and then sometimes I feel like if I just stay up, I wouldn't be. I do. I think I have videos on it. It's like here, but way better, like Paradise. Like the way that you can like learn more about it is watch near-death experiences, because they go into a lot of the details, but it's basically like all of our loved ones are there, our pets are there, we can have anything we want, do everything we want, there's no negativity, it's all paradise, love, all of it. There's different levels and different dimension kind of things, but yeah, I always tell, because near-death experience people, they go and they tell about their experiences, and each of them is kind of different. So I always like to watch those. Kind of cool, but you're welcome. Have a good night, and I guess we'll see you next year. It was good seeing you here. I don't think I've seen you in a live before, so I appreciate the support. I don't know. But is he really going to send you to Arizona, Tracy? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yep. And I gotta go turn on the light in Panda's room and go deal with that, because, yeah. Alright, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I guess I'm not having a reading. I don't know. I kind of hope I don't now, because I'm tired. But rescheduling is always cool. Usually, I'll just wait for her to get back to reschedule. Alright, I'm gonna get off here because I'm exhausted. And, yeah. I need to figure out. I actually need to work, but I don't know if I can. I have to see what my mom wants me to do. If I can take a nap, maybe I can go on TikTok later or something. I don't know. I gotta do something. Like I said, I'm way behind. Then probably be here to get my car. So, all right, you guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for talking things out with me and listen to what I had to say and hanging out. I guess I'll see all you guys next year, unless I see you before then. So everybody be safe out there, please. If you're doing anything, if not, then wishing you all the best for 2026. I am glad it is finally here, kind of. So, not kind of. I am. I'm glad it's here. I hate to rush, time, but you know what I mean. I've been taking care of number one. It's done me no good this whole year. So, Tracy, I just realized that it was colder in here last night. I turned off my fan. That was circulating the air. No, Rochelle. Okay. I have to go pee too. So I'm going to get going. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out if you can, please. And again, raffle till the end of the night. Questions always. And yeah, everything else on the community page. I appreciate your love and support for the channel all year. You community keep me going. So you and Spirit and my animals. That's it. That's all I have. Dude, I have nobody else to love but myself and my animals. So, literally. And if I was doing better, I could love myself a lot more. Just saying. So, all right. I will see you guys later.